So for this question, you may want to skip and go straight to part C. Part A and B are very tricky questions and need good algebra skills. So they're probably one of the last questions that you will answer. You would skip, you would do C, D, and E, and then at the end of the paper, you could come back and have a look at A and B. So you may want to just skip through to C. So to do A, you're finding the total length of the ribbon in terms of X and Y. So this is an optimization problem. And the length of the ribbon, if we just label the diagram, we know that the height is 3 and that the length and the width are X and Y. So this is Y or X, it doesn't really matter. And this one here is X. And we're trying to find the length of the ribbon. So the length of the ribbon, we have Y, and we'll have the same on the bottom. So 2Y. And if I just highlight those to show that I've got them, and I've got the base one. And then I have 2 lots of the 3, and another lot of 3, and another lot of 3. Okay, so I've got 4 times 3. And then I have the one across the top, which is X, and I have the one across here, which is also X. Okay, so when I simplify that, I have 2X, 2Y, and 12. And then we're told that the box needs to have the ribbon needs to have an extra 10 to form the bow. So I'm going to have to add 10 onto that again. So 2x plus 2y plus 22. And that is an expression, not equals to anything, just an expression for the length of the ribbon. And then I need to show that L, the length of the ribbon, is equal to 2x plus 300 over x plus 22. So to do this, I need to use the fact that they've told me that the volume is 450. So the volume is 450, which is also equal to 3 times x times y. So if I rearrange that, then I know that y is equal to 150 over x. So all I'm doing here is dividing by 3x. And now I can put that into my other equation. So I can put that into here for my value of y. So I have 2x plus 2, and then this is my value of y, so 150 over x plus 22. And when I simplify all that, 2x plus 300 over x plus 22. And that's equal to the volume, which is what they've asked me to prove. So that's how you would do the algebra for A and B. It is very tricky, as I say, so you might want to skip that and just go straight to C, which was fine. So for C, we're finding the differential of L in relation to X. So if I just erase this part here. So this is just a regular differentiation question. We've already got the equation given to us, so I'm just literally differentiating it. I might want to rewrite this first so that I don't have x as a denominator. So L is equal to 2x plus 300, and then that's x to the power of minus 1, so that it's not a denominator, plus 22. So when I differentiate that, dl by dx, I have 2 plus, and it's actually a minus here, because it's 300 times minus 1, x to the power of minus 2, and then the 22 just disappears. Okay, it doesn't differentiate to anything, so I just end up with 2 minus 300 to the power, x to the power of minus 2. And then I'm solving for when that equals to 0. So I can just type that into my calculator. So if I get my calculator up, I just type in my equation. So 2 minus 300 x to the power of -2. And that looks like I might need to change my axis. So let's go from -5, probably would have been okay. Let's go to 50. And then my Y scale, let's go to 100 because I'm not really sure what it is that I'm working in here. Okay, now we can start to see it. So we obviously don't need that scale on the x-axis there, on the y-axis. There we go. So I'm solving when it equals to 0. So I can just do second function trace, and I want to find the 0. And we can see here that it's over this value here. And it's 12.24. So x is equal to 12.24. So that's where the gradient is 0. And then I need to find the minimum length of the ribbon required. So for the minimum length, I'm now just substituting that in to find the length of the ribbon. So I now know that x is equal to this. I can put it back into the length of the ribbon formula and find the full length of the ribbon. So 2 times 12.24 plus 300 over 12.24 plus 22. And if I type that into my calculator, I find that the length of the ribbon is 70.989, or therefore 70.99 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so we can answer C, D, and E without any of A or B.